starting this session. We're with Andrew McMahon. We're live at the HeadCount Beach Music Festival at the Gulf Shores, Alabama.
Hell yes.
What do you wish more people were actually talking about?
I just wish more people were talking about. I wish more people were talking about how we actually get along a lot better than the TV would like us to believe. You know, for me, you know, I go out and I play a show every night, and no doubt there are people in that audience every night who have different beliefs, who see things differently, who vote differently, who live differently, and they're side by side singing together.
If an alien came down to Earth right now and looked at the United States of America and said, "What the hell is going on?" how would you explain that?
I'm hard pressed to be hypercritical. I think we're obviously in a pretty strange time right now where there's interests that kind of want to pit us against each other. But I feel the need to sort of be eternally optimistic, because I think it's the devil's advocate side of me that wants to believe that we're doing okay.
Right now, is there a specific issue or topic on a local level? You live in Southern California. Is there anything that is creeping into your legislation that you want people to be aware of, or is there anything that you voted on that you were happy about that passed?
I mean, local stuff. I mean, we're pretty engaged locally. Like, I live in a pretty tight-knit community in Southern California. I think the big stuff that I worry about, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's the big stuff, but I look at this sort of moving back towards mandatory minimums and aggressive policing of low, minor scale drug offenses. I think that's something that worries me a little bit about this administration. I feel like we obviously have a huge mass incarceration problem in our country that I hope. I mean, it seems like there's a pretty collective vibe on both sides of the aisle that say, like, look, these mandatory minimum sentences and hardcore punishing of first and second time drug offenders who are are carrying small amounts and things like that. Like, I think we need to really look at those things and make sure we don't go backwards but go forwards, to make sure we're not filling our jails with people who've committed minor crimes and create this cycle of recidivism. I mean, I think that's a pretty dangerous thing that's going on in our culture.
Mm-hmm. Can you speak to the Dear Jack Foundation and how long you've been doing that and exactly what the mission statement is for them?
I started an organization called Dear Jack. Originally, our goal was, let's focus on leukemia, lymphoma, blood diseases. I have a blood cancer. And then in the past 5 or 6 years, we've zeroed in on adolescent and young adult cancer, people ages 15 to 39 years of age who have not seen an improvement in their survival ratings over 30 years, when every other demographic of cancer patient has seen a dramatic improvement in their survival rates. And as a young adult cancer survivor, realizing that there's just this whole host of psychosocial issues, fertility, reintegration, post-traumatic stress, these things that are part and parcel with a young adult cancer experience that have so little in the way of community and outreach to support them both in treatment and in survivorship. So at the foundation, we've started building programs that benefit young adults, that let them know they're not alone, because so many in treatment are being treated with pediatric patients and being treated with older patients, and don't realize how how there is a whole community of people just like them that are waging this war on a daily basis. And we try and connect those dots for young people so they know they're not alone.
What do you think the future holds for either young people or America, whoever you want to speak to? What do you think the future holds? Are you optimistic? And what do you think is coming next for all of us?
I have no crystal ball. I know if I had a vision or a hope or a dream for my country and for the people that are at my shows, is that we would learn to moderate ourselves a little better, that we would listen less to the forces that want to push us apart and want us to take a stand so hard on one side of an issue or another, and instead find some common ground on things. I like this motto of vote local, because I do feel like if you engage in politics on a local level, you start to realize that you're not so different from your neighbors. You may not see eye to eye on a bunch of things, but you do find common ground because you have to see each other and you have to talk to each other. And I think that that's the one thing that's missing from our sort of political atmosphere right now is we do have the ability to connect and communicate and find common ground. And I hope we hold our political appointees and our elected officials to the same standard that we would our neighbors and the people on our block.
Incredible artist, and
Party.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.